You know, we have a society in which the vast majority of people who are in poverty are actually in work. This idea that this has come out of nowhere or is a natural kind of response to what has happened in our economy is simply not true. It is the result of policy. And to suggest that somehow we're better off now than we were before these cuts isn't true. Over the past 9 years, the top 1% have seen their personal wealth increase by 183%. We've also seen tax cuts that have benefited the wealthiest in our society at the same time as benefits have been frozen and people on lower incomes have been forced into further poverty. So to look at what has happened in Britain and think that 4 million children living in poverty is somehow the right way to address our economic problems and where the burden of where we restructure our economy should fall, I think is really wrong. And I think a lot of people watching at home will know that. They will know that schools are begging parents for donations because they don't have the right budget sizes. They know that their local authorities will be struggling to keep things like the lights on our streets, and they know that refuges will be turning women away who are experiencing domestic violence because of huge cuts. So to suggest that this isn't conservative policy, I think, where has it come from there? After decades of cuts, what we need is a government that will invest in jobs, green, clean jobs, and make sure that people across the country have good work that pays and that children, our education system is well funded so that people aren't plunged into poverty because of the mistakes of people right at the top of society. We need a restructuring of the way our economy works so that it works for everyone and not just for the very privileged few, which is how it has functioned for the past 10 years, if not longer. And I think putting climate at the centre of this is incredibly important because we talk a lot about Brexit, but if we care about our future, we have to make sure that we have climate justice. That means people are going to have jobs that are green and clean, and we can make sure that our economy is structured in a way that isn't reliant on fossil fuels.